Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'll be showing you the absolute best leather conditioner for your car that almost nobody talks about. And I'll be showing you exactly how to apply it on your leather step by step, that way you can get the best results possible. And just a quick little disclaimer, this video is not sponsored. I just have personally used this leather conditioner on my old 2006 Lexus GS430 and it completely transformed it. So before I show you the product, let me explain something. This is not a simple wipe on and wipe off solution. This product can actually take up to a day or even 2 days depending on how bad your leather condition actually is. So if you were looking for a 5-minute solution, I'm sorry, this is not it, but don't click off. I promise the results will be worth it, and I can confidently say that because I've used this before. So with that said, I'll be using it on my 2013 Lexus GS350 with nearly 150,000 miles, so the leather condition is actually pretty bad. So here's my driver's seat. This is probably the worst seat, and obviously it is because this is where everyone has sat over the past years. But here are all the wrinkles, especially in the bolsters. This is where the majority of the actual kind of leather damage will be, and you can just see how wrinkled it is. All of these wrinkles, look how big they are. It's definitely very ugly. I know that's what worn leather looks like. And even this part here, my leg bolster, this just leather's kind of cracking here. Now obviously I can't expect it to fix this, like, you know, it's not a magic fix. There's no product that magically fixes things, but hopefully it will actually take out most of these wrinkles. I mean, just look how bad and worn this is. When I press on it, you can see how hard it is. The leather's not soft at all. It is literally kind of a rock. Here's the passenger seat. Now this is not even close to as bad as the driver's seat. I mean, you can even see how bad it is from here. But hopefully it does get some of these wrinkles out here, and most importantly, also makes the leather soft. So I'm sure you've been waiting on me to finally actually reveal the product, and here it is. It is called Leatherique Leather Rejuvenator. If you go on YouTube, you literally will find like no videos talking about this. Everyone always talks about chemical guys or other things. This stuff right here is the real deal. I only even heard about this when I was looking for leather conditioner, and I found it on a 10-year-old forum. But like I said, this stuff works great, and that's what I'll be using today. Now before I show you how to do this, let me explain something really quickly. The way this product actually works is instead of cleaning your leather beforehand then applying the conditioner like every other leather conditioner out there, you actually apply it bare without cleaning the leather. Now I know that makes no sense. So basically the way this product works is after you apply it, it replenishes the leather with proteins and collagens, which is actually what that stuff is made out of, which is what actually makes the leather soft and takes out most of the wrinkles, while at the same time it pulls out all of the body oils and salts that your body actually puts into the leather when you sit on it. Now one other thing to mention is you probably need to do this in the summer. If you do this in the winter, it's going to take forever for this to actually work. Heat kind of activates the product. The hotter it is outside, the more the leather conditioner actually soaks into the leather. Right now it's in the 80s right now. I live in the south, so it gets pretty hot down here, but it is a cloudy day, so I'm expecting this to take longer than usual. So here's everything you'll actually need to make this work. First off, obviously you need your leather rejuvenator and either their pristine clean or some kind of interior cleaner. I'm using P&S Express interior cleaner. This stuff is great. It's just an all-purpose cleaner. Then you'll need either an applicator pad to actually apply it to your seats, or you can use your bare hands, and that's actually the method I'll be using. Obviously I'm going to wear gloves for that. Then you'll need some microfiber pads along with a scrub pad. This one's really good. It's like a Scrub Ninja. This is great because of all the stuff that is going to actually pull out of the leather. This is great for scrubbing it off, and then you wipe it off with a microfiber towel. All right, so now I'm going to apply the leather conditioner. I have my gloves on. I shook up the product a little bit because sometimes the proteins and stuff in here can separate a little bit. So normally you would do this with both your hands. I obviously have to keep using my camera, so I'm only going to use one of my hands, but ideally you want to pour some of the product in your hand and then kind of smear it around a little bit. That way you're not getting too much in one spot. And why that's important is because I have perforated seats, as you saw. I don't want to just pour that stuff straight on my seats. If you do not have perforated seats though, you literally can just pour the leather conditioner on there and smear it all around. You don't have to be nearly as careful. I'm going to apply it on the bolsters first since I have so much. You're going to want to be very lucrative with your application in the areas that need it the most. In my case, and in probably most of your cases as well, the bolsters are the worst part. Don't be afraid to add too much. At the end of the day, if it doesn't get soaked in, it can simply be wiped off. All right, now I finished applying all the leather conditioner, and as you can see, I applied so much to it. It's super shiny, and you can tell already in some areas where it's a little bit more matte, where it's kind of soaking in a little bit. And also one other thing to note, on my car, this stuff right here is not leather. It's like called pleather, it's fake leather. And also so is my armrest. I did apply it to my armrest though. I'm not expecting it to do anything, but it shouldn't hurt anything either. But in your car, your armrest or part of your doors might actually be leather, so you can go ahead and apply it to that as well. So now basically it's a waiting game. What you're gonna do is come out here, depending on how hot it is, every couple of hours, or you could even wait 24 hours depending on how long you want it to take. And in certain spots where you see it's clearly soaking in the leather conditioner, I'll be honest, you're probably gonna mostly see that on your bolsters. You're gonna wanna come back in and apply more. That'll just basically speed up the process. That way you're not waiting so long in between. And you're gonna wanna do that as many times as it takes until it basically stops soaking up. Then you know your leather is fully rejuvenated. All right, so it's been 3 days now, and exactly like I had thought, the bolsters were really what soaked it in the most. Probably every 4 or maybe 5 hours, I've been coming out here and putting more of the product, mostly only on the bolsters. And it was really only my driver's seat. The passenger seat did not need much. The rear seats didn't really soak in much at all. But my driver's seat was horrible, and I'm just calling it quits after 3 days. Obviously, that's a long time to actually do this. But literally, the driver bolster is still soaking in the product. So who knows how long it would actually soak it in until it stopped. So now let's actually clean all this product off, and just briefly, I'll just show you real fast. That is what it's looking like right now. You can see it soaked it in there. There's just one line that keeps soaking in. This whole entire bolster here, especially in the side, and I'm still not expecting this to be perfect because it's still soaking in the product, so who knows how much it actually needs, but I'm tired of waiting. So yeah, just as a quick reminder though, you're gonna need some microfiber cloths along with one of these things to actually really scrub the leather and get everything off that it actually pulled out. And then 2 buckets, one to rinse it and one to get it wet. All right, yeah, so now let's go ahead and actually clean this off. And on mine, since there's still a lot of kind of wet or loose product on here, I'm going to just wet a microfiber. And I'm just gonna wipe off the seat first to try to get all of that loose product off. I'm gonna keep doing that till it's pretty much dry. And then I'm gonna take my scrub pad and actually spray my interior cleaner. I forgot to mention, obviously you need that again. So I'm gonna spray my interior cleaner over that. You could even spray it on your microfiber if you want. And I'm really gonna scrub the seats very, very hard because obviously, like I mentioned before, this product actually rejuvenates the leather by kind of putting proteins and collagens in, and then at the same time, it pulls out all of the body oils and all the crap that actually makes your leather hard, stiff, and shiny. So if you really want this to look as good as possible, make sure you scrub super hard to get all of that stuff off. All right, now that I've got most of the actual loose oil off, now I'm just gonna take my scrub pad. And this is where you should see the biggest results when you actually scrub all of it off, because even in some of the cracks that are still visible, a lot of that is stuff that it kind of pulled out. So when you actually scrub, a lot of that hopefully should go away even more. You can tell how dirty this microfiber is getting now, and this is exactly why you use one of these, because this is what actually pulls all of that crap out. Right now what I'm seeing is all the creases definitely do look a lot better. They did not disappear as much as I wanted them to, but once again, you can't really expect that. But what I am noticing is my leather looks so much more matte. It almost looks brand new except for those creases, and it feels so much softer. And that's how I know this leather is a lot healthier now. All right, now I finally finished actually wiping all of the product off of the leather. It took me like an hour to do. And one thing to note is, at least with my seats, obviously you have the plastic surround. Make sure you really get in all these cracks and crevices, because I guarantee you there's gonna be a lot of product that kind of seeped in there. So I spent a long time doing that. But as you can see, it definitely does look a lot better. Now it's obviously not perfect. This leather is extremely old. It's 12 years old and has 150,000 miles of usage on it. So I did not expect it to be perfect, but I am super impressed with how it turned out. Obviously it's not perfect by any means. You can still see the creases, but in a minute I'll put a bunch of before and after photos on the screen so you can really see the difference. And it honestly is pretty good. And really the leather also feels so soft. I don't know if you can tell how squishy this is. Like, it feels incredible. Passenger seat also looks really good as well. There's a lot of wrinkles here. It got most of those out, and obviously you can still see this pretty big one here, but either way I can barely feel it now. It's not like protruding out. Yes, it's still visible, but I can tell it made it a lot healthier. And once again, the leather here is really soft. I don't think it's as soft as over there, but the seat's a little different because I have the leg extension, so it probably is tighter on this side. And here's the rear seats. They really don't look much different. They were already really good before, but at least the leather is a lot softer. I don't know if you can tell how soft and plush that looks, but it feels a lot better. And overall, the car just has a way more, or the leather has a way more matte finish to it, and that is what a brand new car looks like. If you've ever sat in a brand new car before, you know that the leather just literally looks like this. It's matte, it looks very soft, and just doesn't look shiny at all. And like I said, clean leather is matte, not shiny. If you like shiny leather, then by all means go for it, but I don't like that at all because it literally makes your car look disgusting and dirty. That's obviously my opinion, but this is what nice brand new looking leather is supposed to look like. I mean, it literally almost looks brand new, but obviously it doesn't because you can still see some creases. But I even showed that before. I mean, it's hard to even tell now. Obviously you can still see them, but it's not even nearly as much. All right, so as you can see, this stuff works really great. I definitely recommend doing this maybe at least once a summer. It made my leather way more soft. It made it look matte. It literally looks like a brand new car now. And honestly, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like I said, it's not perfect by any means, and I kind of do wish it did a little bit better of a job, but at the end of the day, nothing is literally going to fix leather that has that many creases in it. That's just not possible. But as you saw, it definitely made it look a lot better. I'm happy with it, and overall, I know my leather is a lot healthier now. And obviously, when your leather is really dry from all that sun exposure, it can wear a lot worse and literally crack. Mine has not cracked, and now I don't think it will because I just did this. And if you do want this product, I do have an affiliate link in the description. I do get a small commission. Like I said, though, this video is not sponsored, but if you guys do want to buy it after seeing this video, please definitely do consider using my link as it helps the channel out. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Basically what I do on this channel is make videos about cars. Right now it's just my 2013 Lexus GS 350, and right now I'm just kind of in the process of restoring it because like I said, it has 150,000 miles on it, so it is definitely very worn. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.